Welcome back to Discovery to Daytona, the series where this European circuit racer heads to America in the vain hope of becoming the king of American oval racing, starting off in the ARCA series and heading all the way up to the NASCAR Cup series. And it's the penultimate round of the ARCA series, our first season in the sport, the ARCA 200 at Martinsville. And I'd say William Sawalich, 130 on points clear of us, is probably done. I think the championship is his, with just 2 rounds remaining, Martinsville and then Phoenix. But we are still very much fighting for P2. Last time out at Kansas, desperately hoping to recapture the form we had at the Tide 100 earlier in the year. Didn't manage it. All got a little bit feisty near the end of the race. Cautions out, few little incidents, few bumps and bruises. I think maybe a touch of panic where we were thinking we were going to be better than we actually were. And it meant that we finished in 5th spot, which isn't that bad a finishing spot, but Brendan Queen finished just ahead of us. He takes a 2-point lead into these this penultimate round of the season on us. We're 135 behind William Sawalich, and I think it's about 40 points a race. So I would say Sawalich is champion. We can still catch Brendan Queen. We can still be caught by Isabella Robusto. So it's going to be incredibly tight for these remaining couple of rounds. And as I said, the last couple of rounds, you've got Martinsville, which is track type Martinsville. Very much like Bristol, this one. Quite a tight, small little oval. And then Phoenix, a short intermediate that we raced earlier in the year and didn't particularly have a good time at. But we've certainly got better as the season's gone on. Our qualifying in the last couple of rounds as well. Doing well, top 10s in the last 2 rounds. Hopefully we can replicate that here at Martinsville. I feel like this is going to be very much like the Bush's Beans 200 at Bristol from a couple of rounds ago. It's going to be one of those sort of super fast, super tight, super chaotic races that hopefully we can take a huge advantage of. But Martinsville, not an oval I've driven yet. This is my first time at Martinsville. And as I say, I think it looks very much like Bristol in its makeup, but I should probably get out on track and see what it's all about. I'll go do some practice. I'll see you on the other side of it for the ARCA 200 at Martinsville and see what we can do in qualifying. Ready to go out and qualify here at the ARCA 200 at Martinsville. Practice was one and done in terms of our sponsor goal, but there was a bit of bumping and barging. It is hectic around here. Kind of like Bristol in terms of how tight and narrow it is, but there's no real banking. So you can't really swing the car in as we had done at Bristol. So I think it's going to be a bit tricky, or at least trickier here to get a really good rhythm up. It's quite a flat oval. And I found that we were taking far too much speed in with cars around us. So I need to get a decent qualifying spot here. But it's going to be a case of finding that rhythm in 2 laps and getting it done quick. So let's get out there and get qualifying for the ARCA 200 at Martinsville.
Hit your mark, stay smooth, and be aggressive where you need to.
Short build up to this one because it is a tiny little oval, this one. You can see what I mean. Turn will understeer there in the final couple, so that's going to really not give us a good build into the first lap. Actually takes a fair amount of braking just to get this car under control through the corners. Like I said, no banking as we bounce off the wall once again. Need to get this second lap much better because that first lap was poor. Like there's going to be cautions galore here. 50 laps is going to fly by as we once again run out wide. We clip the wall with the back of the car. 21.7 down in 22nd position.
Solid run out there. You did your best. We'll get you ready to charge to the front.
Guess who's on pole? It's William Sawalich. We're nearly a second off. Could not get any rhythm there. But up at the top end of things, it is Sawallich ahead of Huddleston, Colraz, Brendan Queen in fourth, Lavar Scott fifth, and it's Tyler Reef, Lawless Allen, Kyle Keller, Todd Souza, and Tanner Reef. Your top 10, as I say, we're all the way down in 22nd, nearly a second off the pace. And it's 2.6 between the field, which at an oval like this, quite the distance. 20 seconds probably our lowest position for quite some time. Actually, yeah, since the General Tyre 100 at Watkins Glen, which was also 22nd spot. So hopefully we can make it up in the race, but that is a tough little oval to drive. So, without any real hope here, I think we're going to have to see how we race. Pre-race then for the ARCA 200 at Martinsville, 22nd spot, one of our lower qualifying positions this season, not one of our best by any stretch of the imagination. And a circuit or an oval that I'm really struggling to get any kind of rhythm for. This is 50 laps, and there's going to be an awful lot of concentration involved here, I think, to just try and survive more than anything else. But we've seen that we've qualified poorly before and come back and had decent races, so maybe we can get that rhythm all together over the course of the race to see if we can just keep the pressure on Brendan Queen, because he's right up there at the front. 2 points is all that separates us, and while I'd still be pretty chuffed with a third spot in the standings in our rookie year, we have been second for an awful long time to only lose it right at the end. We better get that green flag flying then and see what spots we can make up at the ARCA 200.
Be ready now.
On the outside as well, which is the last place I want to be, but there we go, green flag is flying. Really having to use the rest of the field to work out where the braking point is. Look how chaotic it is already.
One outside.
All over the inside curb in there. Bit rude,
outside
but
door.
Through. Sponsors on the car today as well.
Car inside.
Picked top 15s. Thought would be doable after the run we've been on the last couple of races, but
still there. Car outside.
Martinsville trickier than I expected it to be. We're moving forward. It's exactly what I needed. I feel like I'm quick enough to get past some of these guys in race trim.
Clear.
So we've seen that a few times this season, where especially
one outside
when the car's improved,
clear high.
We've been quick enough to cut our way through a sort of swathe of the pack, but not quick enough to close up after a bad starting position or a poor first lap or two. But
clear high if you want
into that top 15. There's Isabella Robusto. She's kind of gone backwards a little bit there as well. William Sawallich way out in front already. Probably got Brendan Queen right in behind him, so we're going to lose ground
outside door
on our immediate championship rival. As again, send it from space, but make the move.
Clear outside. Outside.
As we do the same to Will Kimmel as well.
Clear high.
Which will be closing up to the back of the field fairly quickly, I think.
Car high.
As I said, able to just make it up in the race.
Stay low.
Check where Robusto was
outside
there
door.
As we
clear
almost
outside.
send it from space on Koga.
Inside door. Clear. Outside door. Clear.
Or too
low.
deep. Back on the power quickly here.
Clear low if you want it. Car outside.
Koga a little nudge.
Car outside.
Bouncing off the curbs
Clear up top.
on the inside of these turns, which is suboptimal.
Clear up top. One high. Clear.
Much already hitting the back of the pack. So we're struggling to the end of the top 10.
One high.
Sending it from way back. Samuel Zachary Tinkle as we just try and make our way into the top 10. Cars getting a little connected
Clear
together.
outside.
And then we're just understeer for days in the final corner.
Car
There.
low. Clear low if you want it.
Bounce off the wall a couple of times. We're at least holding that position.
One on the bottom. Clear low if you want it.
Takes a look again.
One on the bottom. Clear inside.
Why have I all
Inside.
why have I all of a
Clear
sudden
inside.
got acres of
Clear
understeer? As
One
we
inside.
clip Eric Johnson.
Clear inside. One high. Clear
Just
outside.
get my braking right. Perhaps I am potentially
Clear high.
getting too heavy on the brakes.
Car outside.
As we're now catching the back of the field. I think we're going to get lapped. Swallow is
Clear up
most
top.
of a lap past, most of a lap
Car
ahead of
outside.
us at this point.
Clear high. One high. Clear outside. Clear up top. Car inside. Clear low.
Bouncing off these curbs is doing a little bit of damage to the steering.
Car outside.
I wonder.
Clear high if you want it.
Once again, just understeer for days into the wall.
Outside now. You're all clear. Car high.
Well, we put a lap on the legend that is Cletus
Clear high if you
McFarland. We really are struggling all over the curb in there. Yeah. Swallowage is going to lap us, I think. 10th might be about as good as it gets. 'Cause
One
we
high.
just, I don't seem to
Clear
have
high.
any pace or rhythm here at all.
Outside now.
It very much depends on
Clear outside.
if anybody ahead gets stuck in traffic, but it doesn't look that way as we are only just getting to half distance.
Car outside. Clear outside. Outside now. Clear outside.
Johnson Jr. staying with us,
One high.
keeping us honest here. Jake Finch's name and
Clear
thought,
outside. Car low.
are we about to make
Clear
a move
low.
for position? But no, he's staying in 32nd. He's not having a good day of it either. Brendan Queen is going to make some big gains on us here today.
inside. Clear
Caution and a
inside.
pace car. And at least put us back with the guys ahead of us, but really struggling to get this place right.
Outside. Clear, clear. Clear high. Car high. Clear outside. Outside. Clear high if you want it. Halfway point right there. Outside now. Clear outside. One high. Clear high. Outside now. Clear high. Car outside. One outside. Clear high if you want it. Car high. One outside. Clear outside. Outside. 20 to go. Clear up top. One up high. Clear high. Car outside. Clear high if you want it. Car high. Clear all around. Clear high if you want it. Outside now. Clear high. One low. Clear low. One outside. Clear outside.
If we look in the mirror, there's
Outside
something we've
door.
not seen behind us very often. That is William Sawalich. Not for position,
Clear
though.
outside.
Sawalich right behind us, ready to put a lap on us here at Martinsville. Fine to a point. I mean, one last lap of what is been a pretty dismal showing here so far. Really struggling to work out the best way around this circuit. Oh, we've got smoke. Does that mean we're getting a caution? We do indeed get a caution.
Outside door. Pit road's open this time.
Keeps us on the lead lap.
Pace car's off.
On the outside again though, but we're in the top 10.
There's the green flag. Car low. 10 to go this time.
At least we're in amongst everybody. Again, we're back with the
clear.
Oh, as
clear bottom.
All over the curb.
If you want to
get right up with the top 9 now.
Outside door.
We were going to do.
Clear bottom.
Throw the car about a little bit, see if we can make up a move or two. Todd Souza, the man in front of us, not a name we've seen very often this season. Actually, or at least not at this end. I don't know if he's been dotted around near the back, but maybe one of those ringers for this type of oval as we're all over the curb and sideways.
Clear high.
Somehow we hold it. And we keep 9th. That was
1 on the bottom. Clear low if you want it.
Awkward. Held my breath for a minute there. Maybe trying too hard now.
Outside door.
Very wide. Use that to our advantage. Use them a little bit to turn me in and then
stay low. Clear outside.
Off each other.
1 low.
There's the understeer again and pushed into the wall.
Clear low if you want
back into the wall, should I say, as we bounce off one into Tiger Reef. Hunting down now, try and take that 8th spot back.
5 to
in
go
the
now.
Final 5.
1 outside.
Big send.
Clear outside.
Manages to hold us off. There's going to be a fair bit of body and chassis repair to do at the end of this one. If we can at least hold on to 9th, I guess. I don't know what that was. That was terrible, and we're all over the show again. Really struggling here. It's definitely been one of our sort of poorer showings this season. If the result is still going to be a top 10.
2 to go.
Cannot find the rhythm, find the run here. Or at least finish on the lead lap though, which is something that wasn't going to happen just a few laps ago. As we get the white flag.
1 more time.
I don't think we're going to catch up to Todd Souza, especially not running the curb in like that. But we will at least come home within the top 10 after a pretty dismal qualifying. P9.
Top 10 will take
here in Martinsville. Who else but the champion William Sawalich taking the win ahead of Brendan Queen, Trevor Huddleston, Cole Rouse, Lawless Allen, LeVar Scott, Tyler Reef, Todd Souza. We finished just ahead of Tanner Reef in P9, and we're going to lose more ground on Brendan Queen with just 1 race left at Phoenix, and not a circuit, or not an oval, we did very well at earlier on this season. But we keep up our run of finishing in the top 10. which has gone all the way back to Kansas, back at the Tide 150. Only finished outside of the top 10, what now, 3 times this season? Phoenix the first time in 14th, Talladega 14th and 21st at Rockingham, everywhere else inside the top 10. Which is at least something we can be proud of in Season 1, but inconsistency has probably let us down the most. Martinsville, a real demonstration of that real struggle there to try and get on par with the guys around us. But 18 rounds down, 1 left to go as we head to the final round of the season at Phoenix Raceway. The championship's long gone. Second place is still on the table, but we're really going to have to fight to get it. Hopefully you'll join me for the finale of the season, and we'll see if we stick around in ARCA for a second one, or whether we get the little boost to move up to the Craftsman Truck Series. Who knows? Thank you so much for watching, though. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. You know the drill by now. I'll see you for one last round in Season 1 in ARCA. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.